They come from all over the country, representing over 40 universities. 74 students descended to the nation's capital in a weekend-long effort to strengthen leadership skills and cultivate a discussion about Iranian-American identity.
What is it about the Iranian-American community that you like or dislike?
A lively discussion kicks off the summit when students are asked to point out aspects about their culture they like or dislike. The summit is organized by Iranian Alliances Across Borders, a non-profit organization whose focus is the Iranian diaspora youth. There are a variety of different workshops throughout the weekend.
And I change it to, can you give me one person I should reach out to connect with?
Behrah Mahdi gives out the do's and don'ts of networking.
Networking, I'm not only going to network with Iranians. Networking is going to help me in every aspect of my life.
The Student Summit also hosts guests such as Carl Takei, a staff attorney with the American Civil Liberties Union. Takei briefs students on what to do when being confronted with local police or even federal officers.
Let me ask you, how many of you have actually had some sort of encounter with a police officer where they're stopping you, questioning you?
Later, students are asked to make suggestions on how to improve ICANN, IAAB's national network of affiliated Iranian-American student groups.
You have the VP of Finance of College Park and the VP of Finance of GW work together on logistics, for example.
ICANN is a creation that came out of the 2010 summit.
Any sort of ideas that might come out of a weekend like this, we then try to create the opportunities for them to be realized once the weekend is over.
Some of you have already come up to me and said, hey, I would really like us to do this, or I have some ideas about how you do this or that. Please do that, really, because that's how everything within IAAB's formed, that's how everything's been created, and that's how we keep moving forward in our community.
Shirin Vosoufi, director of IAAB's Camp Ayande, leads a workshop called Representing Ourselves.
We were talking about demonization of the Iranian-American community and some current recent events that have been happening.
Iran has been a hot topic lately with the recent controversy surrounding Iranian nuclear aspirations and the alleged Iranian plot to bomb the Saudi ambassador.
Considering the minefield that exists around talking about issues having to do with Iran, the ways that we might be perceived in the media if we react in a certain way, I think the other thing we were trying to do is to help students to navigate the discourse.
By the summit's end, participants come to agree on releasing a joint statement condemning the poster. Through such discussions and summits, students debate openly in a safe space, suggest ideas on how to move forward, and begin to organize with one another on concrete steps.
At Stanford University we have a large Iranian population, but it's kind of divided, and I want to try to start making it more unified and have something like this, like the IAAB community here.
And I think that's the beauty of Summit in a sense, because there are so many people from the same culture, same background. We do learn about things that apply to that background, but it also applies to our entire lives. And we become better as people, not just Iranians.
When you come away from a summit, you feel that there is a more unified voice, a stronger, more confident Iranian-American voice that should be shared, should be heard throughout the country.